Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. All right. So, Green Day today, we're up $666.92. We did not come back and trade after the live stream. All right. So, our total is going to stay the same. One stock to go over. So, this one is going to be short and sweet. I'd say 5 minutes tops. SAI, this was the stock of the day. A bit of a continuation play, curling up after, selling off over the last couple of days, right? If we come here on the daily chart, we'll see that recently, going back to the 14th, we had a nice big gap from lows of 120 all the way up there to 740. It pulls back. We're flirting around the 200 EMA, and here today it gaps up again and breaks over levels of 425 and tries to push up there for a break of 5. So this is where, we're going to now look at the smaller time frame, right? The 1 minute. This is the area here where we really dominated, right? This small incline right here between 932 and 935, and then between 942 and 946. Now, it wasn't easy. It never is. It was a little tricky and very disappointing for me because after going up about 450, maybe even 500, I then give back all my profits. I give back all my profits in this area here coming down, trying to get the lows, trying to, trying to get the bottom and then get the curl back up. I've sized down, which I did tell myself, hey, RT today, go down to half size, smaller size, trying to trade those dips. That way you don't give back as much profits. That didn't help me. I still lost on almost every trade coming down. And then it came down so low to the point where I felt like, man, it's just failing. I give up on the stock down here. And this is where it finds support, right? Into 397, which was, I believe, the pre-market highs. Was that the pre-market highs? No. A previous high, let's say, a previous high a little earlier around 847. So just disappointing, man, not really being able to find the bottom. And I think we did all right here. When it came down, we had a low of 18. But the issue was that I was in a little too high right here, getting in, taking too long to recognize that we're holding up. I think I was in at 26 and realized, hey, just felt uncomfortable, really, that, hey, I'm in too high. I'm going to come back out, and it ended up going without me. And that's all right. If I'm going to be in on this 1 minute pullback, I need to be in a little lower to feel comfortable. Lows are at 18. I'm in at 26. What that means is that I'm risking 8 cents towards the lows. And if it does come down here and flush like this, I'm risking that much more, right? So if I'm in at, let's say, 21, then I'm risking just 3 cents, right? 4 cents. Much better risk to reward ratio for that curl back to the highs. It doesn't get back to the height, it comes down, and this time right here, and this is the flush that I'm talking about, because sometimes this flush comes early, we don't get the bounce, and it's just boom, big red candle. But anyhow, it comes down, it then pulls back. The 5 minute pullback that I thought might have held right here was no good, and I took a very poor trade in this area here, trying to buy it a little lower and being in at 417. Very poor entry. Should have been avoided, and that was, I believe, about an 8 to 9 cent loss, 1,700 shares. Very avoidable. If low of the 1 minute pullback is 18, of course we need to give this thing a chance to break down some more before it bottoms out. I ended up getting back in at 08, which I thought was much better, but it still chopped me out, coming down to a low of 97 down here. So very avoidable loss in this area. And by the time it was all said and done, we are now red. So green 450. This is pretty poor, man. This should not happen. Green 450 to red 97. Relentless trader, what are you doing? That's what I ask myself when I see this type of stuff. Like, okay, you're not gonna be right on every trade. But again, and I went from 2,300 down to 17. I probably could have dropped down 1,100, reducing size even more. And then again, having to execute better, man, in these areas here. It gives a good bottom, it curls up. So from a low of 18, We go to a high of 44. This in itself is not bad, but I gotta execute and not miss this trade. I think it's okay having a small loss here, trying to get this trade. Okay, you go from 450, you're now up 350, somewhere there. You get back 100 off the top. Okay, but then you capture this trade, you execute well, and you make at least 200, right? Because from 18 to 44 is a big move, right? 20 cents. So, giving back a little something, and if the share size is really 1,100 shares, we probably don't even lose $100. We probably lose something like, $60. And then we capture the trade, we make back 200. We're net green over those two trades. We're looking good. That's how it needs to be. Not losing 500-600 trying to catch, what is supposed to be, one and potentially two entries. This is poor risk management right here. Luckily, it does curl all the way back up. And likewise with this green move, I do well in this move here, the secondary move going up. So I basically only made money as the stock, went higher. So I do excel as they're breaking out and are going, but we got to do a better job on the pullbacks, man. And so on this area here, we were much better. We did a much better job of being careful, using smaller size, reading the level 2 a little bit better, and getting in and attempting valid trades. We were in, I believe, let's see, at 48 or 53. Let's see, 48 or 53. 48, 53. Let's see, 53. No, not at 53. 38, 38. Actually, what's the lows? 25, 26. There's 4 p.m. by the way. I'm doing this recap a little early. Anyhows, yeah. I'm gonna check 48. It might have been 48. I want to believe I was in on one of those trades. 39. And I'm actually not seeing any orders, so just 46. So I'm in at 23. I'm in at 23. The next trade comes all the way at 54. So did I miss this entire move? 46 though. This is at 46. Well, no. So this was on the green candle going up. But anyhow, yeah. It gave a good opportunity here on these couple of areas. And then after that, we did unfortunately fade to the depths. Let's check this. Did we get a curl back up? Well, yeah, not really. So it came up a little bit, and then from there is where we kind of titanicked. And I thought it was looking a little weaker, after, it came back down again. I'm like, okay, maybe this thing is done. Told myself if it got back above 35, maybe. But it came back up here and then still sold off. And then again, this was a nasty flush. Hopefully nobody got caught in this one. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the recap. We're out of here. Small green, saving the day. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully for a better gap scan and some stronger opportunities. All right. It's been RT, your favorite jeez, can't talk. Your favorite YouTuber. All right. Stay safe, stay green. Hit that thumbs up. I'm not editing this. It's 4 o'clock. We're out of here.